In the final years of World War II, as Allied forces prepared to push deeper into Nazi-occupied Europe, the battlefield was not shaped by weapons alone. It was shaped by perception. What the enemy thought they saw, thought they heard, and thought they intercepted could be just as decisive as tanks and troops. And that is where one of the most unusual units in military history entered the war, the Ghost Army, officially known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops.
Behind every moment lies a scientific wonder. I'm Kale, and welcome to SciCurios, where curiosity meets science.
The Ghost Army was a top-secret U.S. unit with a mission unlike any other: to deceive the German military into believing entire divisions existed where none were actually present. This was not magic. It was applied science, psychology, and engineering, deployed with artistic creativity and military precision. At the heart of the Ghost Army's success was visual deception. The unit deployed hundreds of inflatable tanks, artillery pieces, trucks, and aircraft. Made of rubberized canvas, these decoys were lightweight, easy to transport, and could be inflated in minutes. From the ground, they looked crude. But from the air, where German reconnaissance planes observed troop movements, they were remarkably convincing. Human visual perception relies heavily on context, scale, and expectation. At a distance of several thousand feet, the brain fills in missing details. The Ghost Army exploited this limitation. They carefully positioned fake equipment along realistic supply routes, added tire tracks, and even staged fake repairs. The illusion didn't need to be perfect, it just needed to be plausible. But visual tricks alone were not enough. Armies make noise. Tanks rumble. Troops move. Supply convoys clatter through the night. To replicate this, the Ghost Army turned to sound. Using massive loudspeakers mounted on trucks, the unit played pre-recorded audio of troop movements, tanks advancing, bridges being built, and soldiers preparing for battle. These recordings were engineered to scale. Sound intensity drops with distance in predictable ways, and the Ghost Army carefully calculated how loud and how far these noises would travel. German listening posts, trained to estimate troop size based on sound, reported large forces that simply did not exist. This was early acoustic warfare, an applied understanding of physics and psychoacoustics. Directional sound, echo patterns, and terrain reflections were all factored in. Forests, valleys, and open fields became part of the deception system. Then came radio deception, the invisible layer of the illusion. Military units generate massive amounts of radio traffic. Each division has a recognizable communication fingerprint. The Ghost Army included skilled radio operators who studied these patterns in detail. They recreated entire networks of fake radio chatter, complete with realistic delays, procedural errors, and coded messages. German signal intelligence intercepted these transmissions and analyzed them. Everything matched. To the enemy, the data confirmed what the eyes and ears already suggested. A major Allied force was assembling. The psychological impact was powerful. Intelligence officers trust information when multiple independent sources agree. Visual sightings, sound reports, and intercepted radio signals all pointed to the same conclusion. This is known today as multi-source confirmation bias, and the Ghost Army used it masterfully. Perhaps most remarkable was who made this possible. Many Ghost Army members were artists, architects, sound engineers, and designers in civilian life. Among them were future fashion designers, painters, and graphic artists. They understood composition, illusion, and human attention better than most soldiers ever would. Their work directly influenced major operations, including the D-Day landings and the Allied advance through France. In some cases, the Ghost Army held positions for days, convincing German commanders to delay or redirect troops, buying critical time for real Allied forces elsewhere. All of this was achieved with minimal weaponry. The Ghost Army rarely engaged in direct combat. Their battlefield was the human mind. For decades, their mission remained classified. The soldiers returned home unable to speak of what they had done. Only in the 1990s did the full story begin to emerge, revealing how science, art, and psychology quietly shaped the outcome of the war. The Ghost Army proves a powerful truth. In war, reality is not just what exists, but what the enemy believes exists. And sometimes, the most effective weapon is an illusion, carefully engineered. If deception could change the course of a world war, what modern illusions might be shaping conflicts today, without us even noticing?
Science is everywhere if you just know where to look. Thanks for watching SciCurious. Until next time.